Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars. My name is Alex and you're back at ToxicateTV. Thanks for tuning in. We're just stopping by this very peculiar mausoleum, whatever it's called. Now, let's take a look at the lectern.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey! It's a checkerboard!
Oh dear.
Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern.
A riddle it is. That's what it is.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
The checkerboard.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
The
Okay.
gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary. Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hose down and listen! Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set!
Now,
hurry!
big mystery
My,
puzzle riddle,
This
super
is exciting,
hard
is
thing.
it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
Right.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos, is he the guy who went missing?
Si, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. The bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
But
we will
why? It doesn't
The
make
bishop
any
denied all
sense.
knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again. Lopez, you have the pieces.
Si, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady. My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
Well, that's probably because you have a big freaking nose. Alright. Here comes the annoying part.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Did you? Alright. So, each chess piece must be placed in its corresponding hole. Touch any unplaced chess piece and it will turn to reveal a pattern on its base. Likewise, touch any hole in the board and it will show a pattern. Click on any unplaced chess piece and it will turn to reveal a pattern on its base. Likewise, click on any hole in the board and it will show a pattern. Oh, that's what I read. If you try to put a piece into the wrong hole, then it will jump back to the side. Alright. I'm just guessing here, so whatever. Oh yeah. Something like this. I never really understood this riddle, so excuse me for not explaining what I'm doing. Excuse me for not explaining what I'm doing here. I just wrote down the solution. Oh wait. Oh, now I see what the problem is. You just have to look at the color key. You can see red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow. So that one has to go up here. Now that's easy actually. Okay, where does that have to go? I believe there. Yeah. Come on. Thank you. What about this? Oh, there. There you go. What about this dude? There. Gee, you have to click very long till you get there. What about this dude? What's that? Okay, green. Oh, yeah. There we go. What about this horsey? Horsey, where'd you go? That. Alright, there. Gee, come on. What's this? Okay. Oh, that one's easy. And I think this one's easy as well.
With the red pieces in place, the square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
Wow, okay. Well, now. Where do I place these things? I wouldn't know. They have to be in here, I know that for sure. That doesn't work.
Bingo! I mean, checkmate.
Oh, you have to checkmate it. Okay, well. Someone should have told me that. Oh my god, it's the Holy
Senor
Grail.
Stobart, look!
What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure? This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days
got
later.
a ruby. Rupee. Back in Nico's apartment.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh
Yep.
no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
Pretty neat.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Yep, that's what I do. For that, we have to go to Montfaucon, wherever that is. I think somewhere around there. There we go. Let's speak to the policeman.
You're back.
Me, I have returned.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
And what else
You've got
are
me
you actually?
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Bang!
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques.
Who?
Sewer Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sewer Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
Sure.
Who is this Sewer Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning. To despoil the sewers of our fair city, he has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur
Wow, is that the time?
and an American tourist. What nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not
didn't
everyone who
say
can say
out.
they started an urban myth.
You didn't say out, mister. Gotta go, Zeus. Alright. Hello, Mr. Priest. I want to talk to you.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all,
Here,
monsieur.
have
It will
some
be my
wine
pleasure to help
in my
you.
chalice.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
As long as you only polish that thingy
That'd
and
be
not
very good of you.
something else.
This shouldn't take very long.
I'm
Feel
sure
free to
that
look
is
around.
alright. Yep, I will look around.
Okay, thanks.
And touch stuff in your church. For example, this here.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well.
Yep, but I know how to solve it. You need to put the lens in the scroll.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
Right, let's look at that.
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus. Hey,
Look at that. Now, what you need to do, you need to align the three lenses by moving. Well, the three lenses element need to be slid to the correct position in the circle so that the when aligned they make a clear image. So you only have like the images right here. Blah. It's better set, you know, than done. You basically see what this all the fuss is all about. It's actually pretty easy. I think somewhere around here and somewhere in Jeeps. Would you? Thank you. Somewhere around here. Something like that. Close. The thing is, I believe the problem is more or less that it's not
Per disciplinum,
yeah. You have to get it, you know, perfectly right.
Hey!
So, oh great, thanks for screwing that up, mister. Come on. It's pretty hard to anticipate. I guess that's okay. What about this? I'm trying to realign on this here. That's alright. Come on.
The distortions came sharp.
There we are.
It was a Knight Templar burning at the stake. And below him a date in Roman numerals.
Right.
A Knight Templar burning at the stake. And a date. Let me see. MCCC XIV.
1300.
That's
14.
1314.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Dude. You're done with the thing?
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Right.
Catch you later.
Au revoir.
So, thanks for the hint, man. Let's look at the thing there. Let's walk there, and... little finding game, not so hard.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
Alright, here comes your biblical things. So what you need to do is... let's see, Psalms 22. I want to select that shit. Would you please? Wait, let's go outside. Again.
Now that there was...
I'm pro. The jumble of blah blah blah. You must look for a highlight number, blah, blah, compare the book names of chapter and verse and let numerals. So, for example, Luke chapter 8 verse would be this way, a little blah blah blah. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. You need to have Psalms 22 and 21.
Psalms 22, 21. Not much to go on, but it must have meant something. If I examine the tomb more closely, there might be other clues to find.
Yeah, there are actually 4 of these. So you have John 4 and 11.
John 4:11.
Then you have Psalms. That's 32 and 7.
Psalms 32, 7. The numbers referred to a chapter and a verse in the Bible.
And Corinthians 4 and 5.
Corinthians 14, 5. There were no more references to find. But a series of Roman numerals ran around the plaque. I made a note in case they meant something.
Psalms 32, 7. John 4:11. Corinthians 1, 4, 5. And just one more. Psalms 22, 21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me.
Yeah.
After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript.
The
Nope,
numbers kind of
I was still
sounded like
convinced that the chalice had some significance
scores.
all of its own.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Let's go, George. No time to waste. We need to find the broken sword and Baphomet and whatnot. Let's go and access the map so we can go back to a very important place to finally gain a new thing on the map, which is the museum. First, to talk to Mr. Lobineau, who is actually a very good expert in everything, especially the
Hi,
thing that we
Andre.
just found.
Hello, Georgie.
Stop calling me Georgie.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Nerval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now. A bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood.
That's right.
Right.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
Yo,
Now we got a new location on the map. How convenient. There. Site de Baphomet. Alright guys, that should be it for this episode. And I'm gonna talk to that person who is actually painted yellow and black. Huh. Weirdly enough. In the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to get new video updates. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.